Hey guys, we got some official or confirmed spoilers for Dragon Ball Super Episode 65 and Episode 66. Thanks to Herms98 on Twitter for the translations. First I'll mention the titles and summaries that got revealed for both the episodes, and then I'll go to the analysis or prediction part as many people seem to get confused otherwise. Dragon Ball Super Episode 65 title is The Final Judgment, Supreme God's Ultimate Power, airing date November 6th. Extended preview summary. The Zero Mortals plan head into the final phase. Goku Black and Zamasu have merged via the Potara. Now they've evolved into a fearsome foe posing both an immortal body and formidable fighting power. What's more, March Zamasu emits a wall of light that illuminates all it touches. They attack fused Zamasu with Ki Blast, but their Ki is erased. And yet, Goku and Vegeta don't lose their fighting spirit. The mightiest god, his name is March Zamasu, returning to the showdown with Zamasu. Trunks resolve to fight Zamasu in order to protect the people of West City. With the two Senzu he received from Mai in hand, he heads for Zamasu. Dragon Ball Super Episode 66 title is Showdown, the Unyielding Warrior's Miraculous Power, airing date November 30th. After his ring of life is broken by Goku's life-risking attack, something strange happens to March Zamasu. So we get a good amount of information from the reveals. In the last episode, a major confusion was eliminated. Supreme God Zamasu mentioned that they are immortal. Previously, while fighting Zamasu, the biggest problem was that no matter how hard you hit him, he would regenerate. But now, it looks like they are almost untouchable. Now Goku and company can't even damage them for a while. In episode 65 preview trailer, we see a ring behind the Supreme God. They are calling it the Ring of Life in episode 66 preview, which was also referred as Wall of Light in episode 65 preview summary. However, the basic idea here is the ring is like an unbreakable shield protecting Supreme God Zamasu from all kinds of attack. It eliminates anything that it touches, and it specifically mentions that it erased Ki Blasts of Goku and Vegeta. So this is going to be a hard obstacle to overcome. Sounds like the Ki Blast will get erased even before touching it. They are already immortal, and it was a problem enough given the Mafuba jar won't work since they don't have the seal. Now added to that, they have another layer of protection, you can't even touch them now. So, we know Goku and Vegeta are fighting the Supreme God, so where is Trunks? From the preview summary we know he took two Senzus from Mai and headed right towards the battlefield. They primarily had four. Mai and Trunks took one each, leaving them with two now. So he will probably give Goku and Vegeta the two Senzu beans and even fight Black for a while. I think in the next episode we will get an even clearer idea about where Trunks stands currently in terms of power compared to Goku and Vegeta. We even see this scene in the trailer. Look at these shots. Looks like Trunks appears in the battlefield, suddenly defending an attack from fused Zamasu. In the background we see Goku and Vegeta is down, so most probably fused Zamasu will totally wreck Goku and Vegeta in the first round, taking advantage of the new technique, the Wall of Light. Yes, first round, as there will be a second round, an even serious and deadlier one. After Trunks heals Goku and Vegeta using the last of the Senzu beans, they will now have to fight fused Zamasu with everything they have. This time without any magical healing beans backing them up. From the preview, we do know the god, the hero, Goku will destroy the Ring of Life using a life-risking attack. Now this sounds really interesting, and I can't wait to find out what it's going to be. If I were to guess, I would say it could be Kaioken over Super Saiyan Blue, except for this time, he takes it to a next level. Maybe something like times 50 or even 100, thus it becomes a life-risking move. Or it could be the Mafuba, because now that Zamasu is aware of it, they won't be able to catch him by surprise, and more life force will be required to seal him down. But they already introduced the move properly. If that was the case, I think they would rather mention that he would use evil containment wave. Besides, for that to happen, someone has to get the seal to the future timeline. Another thing could be that they worded it as life risking in a different sense. Maybe he just uses a regular move due to the circumstances created, it could have killed him. Now, this would be a highly risky move because now they don't even have any senzu beams. But we got even more reveals confirming that the attack would be successful and the ring of life would be broken and something strange will happen to fuse Zamasu. So another really interesting thing to look forward to. This episode 66 spoilers have got me really excited. Guys, I got a feeling that episode 66 will be a mind-blowing episode. By something strange, it probably means something unexpected will happen after Goku breaks the ring. Most probably something negative for fused Zamasu. It is hard to guess what is going to happen. The two biggest questions you guys will try to make a prediction answer to is, what move will Goku use? And what is going to happen to fused Zamasu as a result? Could it be something extremely surprising, like after the ring is broken and they take a blow, they find out that they are not recovering from the damage, as their immortality factor was affected due to the fusion. Now, I have been convinced 100% from day one that fused Zamasu will be immortal, and that is exactly why I'm turning it upside down as a really shocking twist from my perspective. So, these are the titles and summaries that got revealed and were posted by Herms, and these are authentic titles. Since many people will bring this up, I thought I better mention it. A few days ago, I posted a video containing possible spoiler of Dragon Ball Super episode 66 and 67. I collected that from Harms' Twitter post, however, Harms mentioned it could be fake. It could be fake, as he got it from an anonymous source. He didn't say that it's 100% fake, but that it could be fake. I made it very clear on my video that these titles aren't confirmed. I mentioned that multiple times and even had a question mark in the title, but a group of retards acted as if I said those titles were official. Now I don't have anything to say to them, just let them be. Okay, so that's about all for the spoilers. I made a video talking about all the likely or even unlikely possibilities on how this arc might come to an end. I'm attaching it here, keep watching if you haven't already. From episode 64 we found out that fused Zamasu is in fact immortal. It was pretty obvious and I also predicted it earlier. Some fans thought they would become mortal. This honestly didn't make too much sense, and the theory felt like it was asking for an easy escape from a complex situation. The fusion combines the powers, not weakness, so I just don't get how someone could think they would become mortal. Obviously in that sector, Zamasu's immortality was the better side, and it remains so in the fusion. Now that we know that Zamasu is immortal, the situation is now even more complex. Earlier on, Goku and company went back to the past or the original timeline to figure out a way to defeat. Even the ultimate solution they got was to seal Zamasu down using the evil containment wave. But then, first it got broken and now they realize they don't even have this seal to contain the enemy in it. Now the Mafuba is most likely out of the equation. But if we are to consider the wider possibilities, then the only way it can be used again is if someone from the future goes back to the past and gets the seal. In that case, the time machine could be used, but there will be the fuel problem. Other than that, if the Kaioshin somehow finds a way to go back to the past, it could be done. Other option would be if someone from the past came to the future with the seal, maybe Beerus or Whis, but I don't see that happening. So I'm still considering Mafuba or the evil containment wave as an option, and if it becomes a usable option once again, I think Vegeta would have defeat Fuel Zamasu first. Since Zamasu is aware, they would have to beat the hell out of Zamasu first and then use the Mafobot before they regenerate. They might still be immortal, but the regeneration rate might be slightly affected due to the fusion. Long story short, Vegeta sealing down Zamasu might still happen. There is another theory that is not likely to happen, but I'm mentioning because I want to talk about all the possibilities. That is, what if Vegeta and Trunks fuse? Or what if we get a 3-man fusion? What if Beerus decides to come to the future, and so on? Anyways, the last possibility or option that I want to mention is the Omni King. We all know Goku has the Omni button, which he didn't use as of yet. Even in the manga, this segment was shown where Omni King gave Goku the button, hinting that this might have some significance in this very arc. That is, if at the end Goku and company can find no other ways to defeat Zamasu, or maybe even after perfectly sealing him he breaks out, they might have to call the Omni King. The other way he could get called is if the button gets pressed accidentally. If he appears, he would just remove fused Zamasu from existence. If they want to give a twist, maybe the Omni King will hold both the parties accountable for disturbing the balance of time. The main problem here is, if Omni King were to be the solution to this, the problem is we will get a very odd ending to the arc. Imagine all this competition and Omni King just destroying fused Zamasu right away. That would certainly not be an epic way to end an arc as grand as this one. Even if the Omni King do get involved, I hope they make a better plot out of it. Goku might even use the button to seek for help after the battle is over. By the time it's over, we have no idea about how much impact it might have. It might cause irreversible damages to the time, for which Goku might seek Zeno's help. So that's about all the theories and prediction I could think of regarding the end of this arc. Bless the comment section with your opinion. How do you think this all might come to an end? If the evil containment wave can't be used, then in what other ways could the immortal enemy be defeated? Feel free to ask any Dragon Ball related questions. I might answer this in the comment section or in my next video. For exclusive Dragon Ball updates and clips, like our Facebook page Dragon Ball Fans. The link is attached in the description down below. See you in the next Dragon Ball video.